2018 was a great year to be a Disney theme park fan, wherever you are in the world, with every single resort getting something exciting added to it. The Tokyo Disney Resort celebrated its 35th anniversary with a plethora of new entertainment options across both parks, including a brand new parade and nighttime spectacular. We saw Toy Story themed lands open at both Hollywood Studios and Shanghai Disneyland, Pixar Pier opened at Disney's California Adventure, Hong Kong Disneyland opened a brand new theater and Adventureland, and Paris celebrated its upcoming expansions with a new Marvel-themed stunt show. This is partnered with exciting announcements and looks into the future of Disney parks, including things such as the $2.3 billion upgrades planned for Walt Disney Studios Park in Paris, as well as every park around the world celebrating the 90th birthday of the main mouse himself, Mickey. All of this helps in setting up 2019 to possibly be the biggest year in Disney theme park history, with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opening on both American coasts, as well as a ton of other projects wrapping up around the world. However, not everything Disney did in 2018 was positive. In fact, in some regards you could almost say that some of the magic of Disney parks has been lost over the last year. For Review Time, I'm Luke Carroll, and let's take a look back at some of Disney's more worrying changes over the last 12 months. Disney throughout 2018 has made a lot of adjustments that are often quietly made behind the scenes, but ultimately have a negative impact on the guests' experiences, whether they realize the difference or not. Some example of these changes over the last year are things such as the removal of Talking Mickey at the Magic Kingdom and paid soft opening parties for lands such as Pixar Pier, rather than the traditional soft openings for guests who just happen to be in the right park at the right time. And you know they are ultimately testing this to see the limits of what people would pay for a Star Wars land opening party next year. All of these changes are reminiscent of an idea coined by Disney blogger Kevin Yee, declining by degrees. This refers to the concept that, over time, Disney's changes to its parks are not always positive. In fact, the deletions and quiet changes may outpace the additions. This issue becomes worse with prices continuously on the rise and the value of your money lowering each time you visit Disney. However, since the cuts and changes are often so small, many guests barely notice them. Over the last year across all resorts, there have been a ton of quiet, small changes to help with budgets, guest flow and the like. Now, a lot of Disney fans will notice and initially kick up smoke about these changes, but over time they slowly go quiet, leaving each guest with a possible lesser experience than the last. One of the biggest contributors to this argued removal of the Disney magic is taking guest privileges that have historically been provided for free and are now being offered for a premium price as well. We've recently seen almost every park at Walt Disney World offering what are essentially separately ticketed extra magic hours events that they are calling either Early Morning Magic or Disney After Hours, depending if the event takes place before or after regular park hours. Now, whilst these are additions to the regular extra magic hours, it sets a scary precedent and seems to be another test of how far they can push the consumers to open their wallets. When these events are offered in the mornings, they can make wait times for popular rides such as Slinky Dog Dash and Flight of Passage already be multiple hours when the park opens, subtly encouraging guests themselves to partake in these upcharge opportunities or spend their days waiting around in lines. This year we have also seen two parks outside of the United States begin to offer paid fast passes, as well as Disneyland California continuing to offer the Max Pass. In 2018, both Shanghai and Paris are now offering Super and Ultimate Fast Passes, which in Paris can cost up to $154 for unlimited Fast Passes for a single day. And this is on top of the up to $101 it costs you to get into the park for the day. Now, these upcharges for something once offered for free aren't just reserved for overseas parks. At Walt Disney World, we have also seen the inclusion of dinner package availability for almost every nighttime spectacular and show. And at the Magic Kingdom, the viewing areas for these packages are taking place in the once-free Fast Pass viewing areas down in Town Square for parades and up in the Hub Garden areas for fireworks. There is also the new upcharge dining options within upcharge events, such as Tony's Most Merry Town Square Party at the Magic Kingdom. This takes place during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and costs an extra $99 per person on top of the party ticket prices, no matter the age of the attendee. But what's driving this need to cut back on the small things and monetize everything they possibly can? Put simply, to maximize profit. The Walt Disney Company is a publicly traded stock. Like most public companies, Disney feels it has to deliver results every quarter that are not just steady, but have to be better than the last quarter over and over again to keep its shareholders happy. Now, there are obviously changes in the parks that are done for the greater guest experience that has no direct impact on how much guests spend. But match these against the removal of the small things such as the free guacamole at Pecos Bill, combined with some of the bigger changes as well, such as the upcoming replacement of PhotoPass photographers with robots at select meet and greets, and it seems like Disney guests are getting a less magical experience each time they go, especially if you partner that with the consistent year after year ticket price increases. Disney is known for going that extra mile for their guests, but all of these changes and upcharges are leaving a scary precedent on the guest experience. Of course, we would love to know what your thoughts are on the Disney parks and all their changes in 2018. Are there things you have noticed that have gone missing between Disney visits? A sudden upcharge experiences appearing on things you used to enjoy for free? We'd love to hear all about your opinions in the comments section down below. Review time! I'm Luke Carroll, and I'm looking forward to a great 2019 for Disney parks. Thanks for watching.